Hello Virgo, how are you? Welcome to your general reading for April 2017. Thank you so much for being here. It's the first time I'm doing the generals like this, the love and generals separate. Hopefully this one will provide some value. I'm going to be doing a different spread instead of the traditional 9 that I do. I'm going to do the triple cross, which is one of my favorite spreads, and just decided to do it. So that's it. So Virgo, we are moving into a Mercury retrograde. A lot of the signs, I am talking a lot about that. So, I mean, I don't know so much, but I can see the influence that it's having on a lot of people. So hopefully you guys don't mind. Let's go ahead and get started here. Virgo, the top one, okay. Yikes, 10 of Swords, my goodness. This is actually the most frustrating card I've had to lay down first. It's good because it gives you a good starting point at least. Like, this is kind of a rock bottom type of card. So you guys have been going through a lot. I'm so sorry. And I know that romance was super tough for you the last couple months as well. But maybe in terms of all realms of life, you feel like things are just like, or maybe even like your career or your family or even your health, like things are trying to bring you down. Sometimes you feel pulled down by stuff and you feel the weight of life and financial pressures and responsibilities, and you feel all of it really just weighing on your shoulders, and you feel almost betrayed in some way by life. And it's a very pessimistic place to be. It's good as a starting point though, because 10s are actually the end, right? The end of the 10 number cycle. So the next card is the Ace, right? If you're looking at the numbers, is the Ace of Swords. And at least with the 10 of Swords, hopefully there is at least a level of newfound indifference. Okay, you might not quite be there yet. This is tough to feel indifferent, okay? But I think you are moving away from those things that have been weighing you down. You're probably not entirely gone, probably not entirely out of your system yet, but you at least are like moving forward in some form or fashion, okay? What's crossing you is the 9 of Wands in the reversal. Virgo, first of all, as a fellow Virgo, I can say this. We are very difficult to get to know. We're very difficult to get to open up. But once we open up all the way. And that is when we get hurt the most, because it's just all in. And you care, and you don't have that barrier to protect yourself. And I think that's what happened. And I don't know which realm that is. It could be all of them, right? Like, you went all in and you felt betrayed by something. And I'm not speaking in terms of romance. Like, it's kind of like even your career, you know? Maybe you're up for a promotion and you worked and you worked and you cared and you made stuff happen, and you did not get that promotion. They gave it to someone else. Why? I don't know, you know? But maybe it is, I feel that there was something that you dove into head first, and it just like didn't work out in some way. And the Page of Cups reversed. Sometimes by not getting, you know, I think this is like the thing that you did not get, the thing that you did not hear, right? The message that you did not receive, the promotion, whatever, the offering, as generic as I can be, the offering that did not come to you. That can be sometimes our greatest motivator. But I think first, before it motivates you, it needs to in some way destruct you. And I don't want this to be a negative reading. Actually, all the readings that I've done thus far, except Leo, which was amazing, except for Leo, all the signs are having a tough spread. I'm not here to make you feel better. I'm not here to make you feel pessimistic. I'm just here to read the cards, okay? And I know I had a message this month and it was like, you are so negative. You are so pessimistic. I am not feeling optimistic about love. And I was like, well, you know, it's hard, you know, and life is hard and it does not always give you what you want. Life in the universe is somewhat indifferent. You know what I mean? Life goes on whether you got that promotion or not, whether you heard from that person or not, whether that Facebook message came to you or not, life goes on. And we do tend to let things affect us, and we do take things personally because we self-reflect on everything, and what's the word? It's like the self-effacing criticism, and the external things that might be out of our control or the behavior of someone else, somehow we see it as a reflection of ourself. It's not the case. It doesn't have to be the case. It's not even necessarily true. It's just the way that we do that. So by not getting this, whatever this is, we see it as something that tears us down and brings us down to a tough point. Okay, now here's an Ace of Wands in the past position. So an opportunity that you either did or did not take. An opportunity that came your way. And in the near future, another page. You know, Mercury retrograde does mean that things will not come to you. New relationships will not form. Job offers will not come. Just let it be, okay? There's so much pent-up energy of people wanting to force things to happen, especially with this Venus retrograde that we just went through. Oh my goodness. We were all making big mistakes, okay? We were all trying to force things and trying to control the situation and try to take things into our own hands and all of this. And that's great most of the time, but right now is not that time, all right? And I feel that this might be an opportunity that you maybe let float by, or maybe it's associated with this Page of Cups in some way, maybe a new love interest, okay? And it's not a love reading, okay? But there are love elements because of the cups, okay? But it could be a job offer as well, things that even an opportunity to travel that maybe had fallen through or something like that. It's just things, it's like, having a hard time getting to you, you having a hard time receiving them or understanding them, or it's not that you don't want to, okay? It's just that you're kind of in a dark place right now. And I think that there's healing involved with that dark place, and you're oversensitive to your own vulnerability right now. So not only are these things really not coming to you, but in the near future, things won't come to you because it's almost like you don't want them at this point right now while you're still healing. You'll want them eventually, just not right now, because right now you don't have space. You don't have the capacity for a new job. You don't have capacity for big changes in your life, or you might not even really have the mental capacity to make big decisions about things, okay? This could also be a financial thing as well, whether it is a new job or whether it is an opportunity for additional or more income, or something that you want as well. It doesn't have to be money related. What's crowning you is hard work. Yes. Okay. This is the perfect time for you, Virgo, to tap into that Virgo energy. I don't know why I see this so much as like a Virgo card. It's not really per se, but I see Virgos as really being such a workhorse, right? And when we need to, we get stuff done like nobody's business. It's almost as though you bury yourself in your work. You bury yourself in the things that need to get done. Whatever your work is, even if you're like a stay-at-home mom, like you bury yourself in taking care of your kids and making sure your home is in order. And like you live up to that role 110%. You do everything that you need to do because you're still trying to you're trying to soften the blow of whatever this was. Okay, this little situation, these like little 3 cards here, I feel really, as non-dramatic as the cards are individually, together I feel like it was really, really hard. Okay, and you went through something really, really challenging. So what do? Career shift, focus. Okay, I'm going to focus on the things that I can control, the things that I know I do well. You just need to feel better about yourself first and foremost. And doing things that you're good at really helps you feel better about yourself. And who cares if something new doesn't come in? Even if you need something to come in, it's okay that it doesn't, because you at least are still able to just chip away at what you know how to do and what you know how to do very well. Okay. Oh, yay, it's turning around a little bit, Virgos. I felt bad for the beginning of that reading. But the Star, okay, I don't know how you do it. And it's one of the more realistic and a little bit of the icier signs, right? A little bit colder in nature, in the, you do have this overwhelming optimism about you. And while you may come off very realistic and pessimistic, it's to help keep yourself grounded, I think, sometimes, because your optimism can get a little bit too optimistic, right? But there's an element of magic with the Star. It comes with fulfillment of dreams, okay? And for me, it's like almost like a card of miracles as well. I think you are holding out for something wonderful to happen. I think it will come, okay? Just because this Page of Pentacles is in the reversal doesn't mean it won't come. I think it will. I just think it's delayed. And I think it's waiting for you to get over whatever harshness you've experienced recently, to get over and reach that true point of indifference, okay? And indifference is important because indifference means you don't care anymore. So you're not so hurt by what this person had to say. You're not so hurt by this opportunity maybe not panning out or not getting the desired results that you wanted. You know what I mean? So, yes, the Star. I'm so happy it's in the right side position. It's so heavenly and so magical, and I think you have magic around you. And the King of Swords. Now, this may be someone else, okay? Someone of influence, maybe a boss or a significant other or a colleague or whoever. I'm not sure exactly what part they play in the overall story, but this is your environment. This is someone else. Cold, okay? Someone harsh and someone maybe quiet as well. I think emotionally repressed. Difficult to deal with, and almost doesn't care about what you're going through, or like really doesn't care, right? You're on your own, Virgo. You're totally on your own. And they don't care that they can help. Now, they will help, but you need to ask for it. They will not offer. You need to ask. So, Virgo, you need to swallow your pride and ask if you need it. If you don't, that's fine. If you do, find the humility. Your hope of peace. Yes, hope of peace. Hope of like release from this. Hope of even also restraint and emotional control as well. Because I think the emotions were like way overboard recently. Venus retrograde, thank you. Overwhelming emotions and mental stimulation. I think you overthought this. Now, in one of my previous readings I did this month, I think it was Taurus or Gemini, I think Taurus, I was like, definitely overthink your stuff, because the overthinking will prevent things from happening. Not so much with you. Overthinking is not your friend. That's what you've been doing, okay? You need a break. I know this is in your hopes, okay? So you might not attain this immediately. I think it will come. It's just not going to happen like today, okay? Just, you got to wait for it, and you got to separate yourself from whatever this is. You really got to and by separate, I mean allow time to pass. Time is your leader. Okay, it's like the general of the army. He leads. Father Time leads, and he will ensure that you arrive safely at your destination. Okay, so just let him lead. Have work in front of you. Your outcome is work. 10 of Wands. Truly, this experience, fill in the blank here, truly this experience is not necessarily completely gone. You do still have responsibilities, and you, more than anyone, hold yourself accountable for those responsibilities. But it is for the greater good, and it is for the bigger picture of your life. And I've seen you having no problem picking up the load and carrying those responsibilities. No problem at all. Like, in fact, you welcome it. Yes, please give me something to do so I stop thinking about this. Yes, please, I will do whatever I need to stop thinking about this. Okay, and it's like you're welcoming these additional things in your life just so you can almost like numb yourself from this experience. You're trying to snuff it out. I get it. And I think it's productive. As long as you're doing it in a productive way and it's actually helping yourself in some form or fashion, as long as it is helping you, it's good. Now, if this is some like drowning I'm not seeing like cups, right? So as long as you're not drowning your sorrows in alcohol or some sort of vice that is unhealthy, if you're not doing that, then it's fine and it's good. And I think you'll see results from it, even though you're not really working for results. You're more working just for the sake of getting something bad out of your life, which is a motivator. That's fine. Just roll with it. Let it happen. And the Knight of Wands. Now, this could be someone that caused pain, someone that, again, it's someone that maybe you didn't hear from or didn't give you the offer that you wanted. It could represent a person that interviewed you or someone that promised you work and didn't give it to you. However it speaks to you, okay? It's someone in your life who's flighty and flaky and is not dependable. Now, this person can be very loyal once they commit in some way. Again, I don't know if this is the same person or not. We'll see. I will pull out more cards. But it is someone that I think you wanted something from, and they are not about to give it to you. Okay. The good news is the World is coming out, which shows us completion of some kind. Now, whether or not you got the completion is neutral, neither good nor bad. It's just over. So whatever needed to be over is over, and that's showing with the number 10 as well here. It doesn't get worse, it only gets better. And better is something to look forward to. Clarity and understanding and a changed mindset is something to be excited about. You're moving into a new cleansed place. Like, I think this Venus retrograde did a number on you and you've been very cleansed, okay? And things may have come to light, information may have come to light, realizations may have like been sparking in your mind all over the place. But it's also affiliated with acceptance of those things. Like, you're not in denial about anything. In fact, it's like the after effects of acceptance. Because once you accept something, this person didn't want you to work for them, you didn't get this job offer, you did fail in some way, you didn't do something perfectly, you didn't get the outcome, whatever. Okay, you accept it. And now you have to just live having accepted that, right? Okay, it's over. There's nothing you can do. This chapter is closed. Once you've read a story, you cannot unread it. It's done. It's over. You've done it, right? So it just is what it is. You can only move forward. And that's what you're doing. And it's great. It sucks, but it's great. And the King of Cups. This is a manipulative energy. There is an element of like maybe manipulation, a little bit of backstabbing, a little bit of someone that pulls the rug out from under you, maybe someone who is even a little bit jealous as well, maybe someone that promised you something. Again, I don't know if this is the same person or not. I'm getting three very distinct people. Knight of Wands, maybe likely someone that either didn't give you what you wanted or someone that you've been wanting something from and are not getting it. This could have been something, I'm feeling like this was short-lived. I don't know. This Ace of Wands here is speaking to me as like a short moment in time, but something recent. King of Cups in the reversal. And then there's this person here, your environment. I don't know if it's you or someone else, but there's three distinct entities here. This person is not good for you. King of Cups in reverse is never good for anybody, all right? Now, if it's obviously a love reading and it's your partner and they're going through something, that's a totally different story. But, you know, this is someone that will often trick you or will often exhibit jealousy or also like not communicate as well, like extreme emotional repression here. Kings in general are emotionally repressed. In the reversal, it's even more so, okay? Like they don't even know what they're feeling. They haven't even begun to acknowledge what it is they're going through. So if you had a little burst of opportunity with this person and it didn't pan out, don't stress. It's for the best, for sure. Like 100%, it's for the best. And if that is something that kind of added on to the effects of what you're going through with this person, now this is the card of Sagittarius, could also be another fire sign, doesn't have to be, it can be anybody, someone more youthful in nature, a little bit happier, more optimistic, but also slippery and committal type of thing. Yeah, in the near future. Oh, good, the Chariot reversed. Super, super happy that's in the reversal. I feel it is in some way the merging of the mind and the heart. All right. Now you've kind of maybe been experiencing that a little bit. You've already reached the 10 of Swords. So I already know that there's been some of that acceptance happening, but I think you're going to really solidify that in the weeks to come. And that whatever it was that really took you overboard is going to start coming into real perspective. And when you look past on it, or when you look back on it, I guess, you're going to be like, oh, okay, it really wasn't for the best. It really wasn't good. I'm feeling like these people, they're not good for you. Whatever it was they were offering or representing, whether business partners, whether people that you were going to start a business with, colleagues, even clients as well, if it doesn't pan out, it's totally fine. Like you are better off, all right? So don't stress so much. Like I said, I do feel that their behavior, you see it as a reflection of you. You see it as a reflection of where you went wrong and your like it's like a reinforcement of your insecurities. It's not. You are making it be that, but it's not that. It's them. Not saying that you're perfect. We're not perfect, okay? But you're not imperfect because of them. You know what I mean? And 10 of Cups, so beautiful, right? Like you have this vision of beauty and happiness and love and goodness, and like you have this vision and you're so willing to work for that. And you're doing it. You're working for it. Leaving these behind you. Embracing this reverse chariot. Embracing this merging of the heart and the mind, which is what you're seeking, what you're hoping for. It will manifest itself. Here it is in your future. Okay? And the moon reversed. Oh, the darkness will become illuminated. The moon will give to the sun. It's the cycle. When the moon sets, the sun rises. The moon is setting. Be patient for the sun to rise. Be patient for that break of dawn, okay? It will bring with it so many amazing blessings. And the Tower reversed. Yes, so again, I'm not sure if this King of Swords represents or is the same energy as either one of these. Could be not, I don't know. But someone, I feel that if it is anybody, it is the same person as this. So this person might not entirely go away. It may be someone that you did go through something quite dramatic with. Like I said, it was short-lived. The Tower is a short-lived thing. This, whatever this was, this connection is with this person, was kind of doomed from the start. I think that there was a cracked foundation from the beginning. So like there may have been red flags about this person, like don't go into business with this person, they are shady, or something like really intuitive that you were feeling. It's true, and I think that you need to really pay attention and harness that intuition and say that my intuition really was saying that something was off about this, and I went forward anyway and I got hurt by it. So I just need to listen to my intuition next time to avoid this Tower reversal situation. Okay? And the Seven of Cups. I see you hoping for emotional clarity, knowing how to feel, knowing that feeling something about something is good instead of feeling something for someone, or like being attached to an opportunity, or being attached to a promotion or a hope for new income or something like that. Attachment, you're hoping to not be attached because you see the toxicity that comes with that attachment, that's attached to the attachment, right? And again, I think you will. There is clarity with this chariot reverse. I don't know, I feel like you're waiting. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for something to happen. And I think it's okay with this Mercury retrograde, right? I'm not really advocating people do big things this month. I'm really, really not. I don't think it's smart. That's just my personal opinion, because I feel the bigger we do stuff over the next month, the more hurt we could be if it doesn't go well or if it doesn't go great. Now, again, if you're totally sure it's going to get the results that you want, then by all means do it. But if you're not sure and you're still trying to figure stuff out, and you're still trying to, like, I don't really actually see this as being so career oriented, you know. It's like a friend, or I'm seeing it more social, because I'm not getting a lot of pentacles here, really. You know, you may be burying yourself in your work. I feel that work right now is giving you the most emotional fulfillment right now, but this really could be a significant other. Again, not trying to make it a love reading, but it could be a family member or something like that, because I'm just not seeing it being, it could be a boss or a friend or whatever, of course, but I don't know, I feel like you are waiting for something. You're waiting for an opportunity that's appealing almost. You're willing to put in the work, you're willing to do what you got to do, but you're just like, there's an element of patience here as well, patiently waiting for something better to come. Okay, here we go. This death is trying to come out here, so I'll pull it out. Death. I love death. I really do. I think this card is one of the most powerful of the human experience that we go through. It is transformation through acceptance. Like I said, it's about acceptance and what happens after you attain acceptance. Acceptance that something did not work. And what great, yeah, it would be great if everything worked out perfectly the way we want it. But without loss, how would we know that something was good, right? You have to have the light in order to have the shadows. Shadows do not exist without the light, right? And death is that shadowy phase. But remember that shadows shift as the sun shifts, and they move and they transition and they move and they go up the walls and they go away, and they get darker and lighter depending on where, so shadows are not to be fearful of. Shadows are where true growth occurs, where you become smarter, more wise, where you become more experienced. And we Virgos do not like to fail. Like, the harder they fall, right? We certainly fall hard when we do. We do not like we are one of the last people to admit that we're not right. But you weren't right about something. And here it is. The acceptance of that. And the Emperor. Again, I don't know if this is the same person or not. Likely, I do feel that it's maybe more associated with this one because it's the fire quality. You have a lot of emotionally repressed people in your life, Virgo. A lot of, if you're a woman, these are men. If you're a man, they may be women, but I'm seeing really masculine energies. So maybe family members or colleagues or bosses or whatever. But truly, the Emperor is tough as well. He is a driver and a driving force for you. I think on some level there's been an acceptance about this person, and acceptance that they are wearing armor and that it's incredibly difficult to get through. How are you supposed to get through someone that's wearing armor like that, The harder they fall. 9 of Cups, the, humility and admitting, having to admit stuff. That sucks. That's super frustrating to do. Admitting that you're wrong, admitting that you should have known. You should have known better. You should have whatever, right? I think that there was some level of loss with that person, that King of Cups, some level of loss, some level of disappointment, where you really needed to swallow your pride, or you do still maybe, in order to accept it, you do still need to swallow your pride and admit something. Detachment. It's a blessing. Emotional maturity. It's not, it's not a negative card. I don't really see it as a card of boredom, or I know a lot of people describe it as that, but I really don't. It's like selectivity, where you select something and you're not just going to take whatever's offered, right? No, you're going to really make sure it's in line with this vision that you have for yourself. Because it is this vision that you have for yourself that is the driving force of your life. So you're no longer at a place where you're just going to let people manipulate and cajole you, okay? And you're going to really be selective of who you let in. Because, Virgo, you already let someone in. You already put down those guards, and it didn't turn out well. Now, I'm not saying you have to be guarded your whole life, but in the selection process, I feel like there was some rawness or emotional vulnerability with this person that was unmerited, right? Like you let them in, but you didn't really want them to be, but they didn't really want to be let in, right? So you let your guard down and you open yourself up to someone that didn't want you to open up, okay? Or whatever. Like you became vulnerable for someone who really did not care, okay? So be smarter next time. Be smarter, be more choosy, feel it out next time. And I think you will, and it'll be fine. Oh, yay, 5 of Pentacles reverse. I'm so happy it's reversed. In the right side, it can often indicate like isolation, being rejected and all those things. But in the reversal, it's kind of like you're getting yourself back, or you're finding acceptance in something or with someone. You're kind of finding your place again, your place at the table. Like maybe you even kind of were alienating your family. It might be a good time to connect with your family now. If you kind of were out in the cold, or if you were even like health issues, if you were experiencing health issues, like those are going to start getting better. I feel like maybe some of you got so lost in this 10 of Swords. You got so lost that you really disconnected from the people that really love you and care about you. And now you're realizing how important it is to have those people in your life. And so you are making conscious efforts to reconnect and, like I say, find your place at the table, or to make that place at the table. The 7 of Wands, not to be, totally expected. It's a Mercury retrograde. Yes, things are going to feel like they're working against you. It's going to be a tough month. It's going to be okay. You've been through a lot already. This is like easy peasy stuff, okay? No problems here. Just put your head down, go to work, do what you do best, all right? Do what you do best, produce, be good, feel good about yourself, build up that self-confidence, build up that self-worth. So what, you are wrong. So what, this didn't work out. So what, this didn't happen, whatever. So what? Who cares? Life goes on. The moon, the stars, the sun, it all just revolves. You just have a new day, right? So just embrace the new day, embrace the new cycle, and it just is what it is, right? Don't beat yourself up. Excuse me. Page of Wands. One step at a time. One day at a time. It's all you can do. That's all any of us can do. One day at a time. Rebuild. That's all you got to do. Just rebuild. Okay, now I don't know who this person is. I'm really feeling like it's the same. I don't think this person is completely out of your life. If it is the same, I feel like they're around. Okay, you might have an opportunity to restart something with them, okay, to start with a fresh slate, whatever, new business plan, new project, whatever. If this was a client and they fired you, like I think that maybe, amends will be made and it will be okay. If you admit that you were wrong on some level, okay. New starts, like fresh, exciting, chin up. Keep yourself happy. Look toward the sun. Look toward the blue skies. Life is not that bad. This was tough, but life is not that bad. You'll work your way through it. I think that you're very, very afraid of, because you've been so comfortable in lack of clarity, that clarity is scary for you. Like you almost kind of don't want to know the truth. You almost don't want to hear what other people have to say, or you don't want to, you don't want to have that clarity. And you're even comfortable, you're comfortable with lack of clarity, but then you're also fearful of people lying to you at the same time, or fearful of some form of lack of truth. I'm kind of seeing. Again, a hope and a fear, it is not reality, all right? It's just something you might be projecting out there. And an outcome is the Knight of Cups. what you've been waiting for. It can speak in love if that's what you want it to be. But I did love reading separately, so, but it's a cups, okay? So, like I said, I don't think that if this is the same, I don't think this person is completely out of your life. I feel that there might be an opportunity for something else. Here it is. Your environment is kind of prime. You may have gone through something not ideal with them, but it's okay. You'll soldier on. And they may come back. They may say something or make you a new offer, or like even if it's something as simple as going to a cup of coffee and just kind of talking it out. You know what I mean? So I don't think, and I feel like it's two different people. This one maybe was a little bit more serious, but this one's ended. Like this one's gone, this one's not there. But then this one is maybe a continuation, short-lived, maybe a blip on the radar, but it's not over. I think it's kind of it's going to have a place in your future. Maybe not in a big way or an important way, but some kind of way. Okay. Interpret that as you see fit. Okay. As I babble with these, I like the triple cross because I do get a lot more detail, but I do talk a lot. I feel inspired. So that's it. I'm going to leave you with that, Virgo. Kind of a tough, but not so bad. Really beautiful cards coming out eventually. And I do wish you nothing but the best. I really, really do. Good luck. Happy April. Embrace it. All right. And I will see you next month. All right. Thanks. Bye.